Hello, everyone. This is Miss Maggie T with another daily dose of motivation. And if you're new to the channel, I want you to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss another post from me. But let me go ahead and get into what we're talking about today, and that is picking yourself up when you fall down. And I know that's a challenge for a lot of people, including myself. And I find myself right back into that same slump, get back into that depression, unmotivated, don't want to get out of bed, want to sleep around all day and don't do anything. But you have to get yourself out of that, because if you live in that, you're going to stay in that. So you have to motivate yourself and get up. We fall down, but we get up. That's one of my favorite songs still to this day, because God doesn't put anything on you that you can't handle. And I've had to deal with that in the past couple of weeks, and it's still ongoing with my own child. He had an emergency and hurt himself pretty badly, and he's probably going to end up having to have some surgery and amputation, unfortunately. And that's probably the hardest thing as a mother, I have to prepare myself for. And he was just having some complications with the original portion of that emergency where we was back and forth. And yeah, it just threw me all the way off, and I had to take a pause on a lot of things that I would normally do. And of course, financially took a hit and things like that. But life is going to throw you through a ringer, and you have to know how to get through it as much as you can, So I want to give you some tips on how to get through these things, because my goodness, life is tough. I definitely know it, people. So let's go ahead and get into some things that we can do in order to pick ourselves up to get better. So pick yourself up. But let's do it. So, how to pick yourself up after a fall. Our lives are not always glorious. We are bound to fall from time to time. Just like how we always have the choice to rise up again, but at the times we have sunk to a very bottom, what does it really take to be able to pick ourselves back up? In the past few years, I felt like I was always exploring myself, trying to keep relationships, build relationships, and try different interests. My life was like a roller coaster because I was growing and changing all the time. Because of this ongoing transition, I've had so many moments of self-doubt, insecurity, and multiple breakdowns where I just didn't feel like putting in any effort anymore. We get like that where we just, just kind of just on a standstill and just don't know what to do in our life anymore. Sometimes you don't even want to be here. I've been through that. Instead of sinking deeper into that rabbit hole of feeling depressed, I had to take initiative to find effective methods that can bring me back on track again. And here are some practices that we can try to kind of get you through those moments, because we all have them. I'm still dealing with them with my own anxiety and things like that. It's a daily challenge. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. And I'm not doing this just for you. I'm really doing it for myself. And I hope strongly that these will help you realign yourself and pick yourself back up during some difficult times. And the first one is take care of yourself. Take care of you first and foremost. You are your best investment. No one is doing this for you. Only you can heal yourself. Only you can change yourself. Only you can make yourself better. At the end of the day, you are doing this for you. So practice lots of self-care. Learn how to take care of yourself emotionally, physically, and intellectually. In other words, be conscious of what you are feeding and how you are treating your body. Have you been binge eating on some fast food and just constantly not eating very well? Do you have enough exercise and rest for the day? And what kind of information and knowledge are you digesting into your brain daily? Is it mostly filled with gossips and negative news stories? What kind of things are you saying to yourself? Are you constantly saying negative things to yourself? Are you living in a limited mindset? That's good questions. Before doing anything else, you need to be at your best first in order to better serve this world. Get all the rest you need and take all the time you need to heal. Healing doesn't have a timeline, unfortunately. You have to fix yourself in order to be able to push forward. Don't ignore it. Don't mask it, because it's going to come right back and you're going to be reminded of that pain. You have to learn to heal first in order for you to have relationships, do these things. You have to heal. And I know that's tough for a lot of people. I know it. Then return to your roots. Go back to the very beginning when you first decided to start this project. That feeling that got you excited. Choose that career path or invest your time and money into something. Why did you decide to do that in the first place? What were the reasons that motivated you to go for it, knowing that it would be difficult? You got to think about that first time when you initially thought of it. Being externally motivated by people and material goods such as money and success can only take you so far. Really dive in deeper into the inner motivations that made you start in the first place. What was that feeling that you had? What kind of impact did you want to make? How do you want people to remember you as? How would this decision lead you to the kind of life that you want to have? You got to ask yourself that. You got to pull yourself back to that moment when you wanted to do this. Sometimes we get so caught up during the process that we forget our original purpose. Sometimes we lose our initial drive and passion because our thoughts are only about the struggle and frustration at that moment. And we just get tired and fed up and we want to give up. We want to throw in the towel. But return to your root and realign your purpose. One suggestion would be to write out your original purpose, date them, and constantly refer back to them whenever you feel off track. And then build and let go. We are not superheroes. As humans, we naturally grow and shine brighter if we feel connected and surrounded by supportive people who cheer us on. Start identifying the important people and relationships in your life and build on those. But also understand that not everyone and every group can give you everything that you're looking for. Sometimes each group and each friend is there for a different reason. Some are there for emotional support. Some are more career focused. Some are simply there to have fun and be spontaneous with you. And some of them you may have to let go. That's part of life, and that's okay to let people go, especially if it's going to lift some weight off your shoulder because of the drama that it causes and brings to you. Just choose friends wisely. That's all you have to do. Don't be afraid to seek out new connections if you feel like you are lacking certain people in your life. Understand what you need and start building your tribe. Seek for those who understand you and share similar interests as you. Have a support group who you can depend on whenever you feel lost or need any support. Find those people who can be there for you when you are down or depressed. They are your safety net. Reach out to them whenever you can, even when you're not feeling down, just to make sure you guys keep that connection open. if you can find that. Now, if you can't, there are other coping mechanisms you can do when it comes to dealing with loneliness and things like that. And then show up on day 2. There is great power in showing up on the second day, even when things have been tough for you. When everything is working out for you, of course, showing up and doing your work will be easy when you're feeling your best self. But true transformation happens when you know that things are hard, that you are feeling inspired and unmotivated. You just don't want to get up and do anything. And you just are down to your last and you just, you know what, I can't anymore. But you still decide to show up and do the work anyways. That shows character, that shows strength, that shows passion. This is called the compound effect. It is the small, consistent actions that you do every single day that eventually build up and lead you to where you want to be. It's not about the celebrating the glory, because the real magic lies in when the times are hard and you still decide to show up, have faith, and decide to work despite that. Last but not least, reflect constantly. Reflect in any form possible. Learning to be conscious and aware of your thoughts and emotions are so important to feeling more grounded and on track with what you do. This is the act of practicing mindfulness. Some actionable approach to being more mindful include journaling, meditating, going out for a walk by yourself, or simply just spend time daily not doing anything particular other than tuning into your thoughts and clarifying your purpose and values. Even just 5 minutes of mindfulness every day can go a long way. Know that you are not alone in this world. There are people that are going through so many things just as much as you. Every one of us will go through challenges as we transition to different stages in our lives. And that's what makes this life so beautiful, because we always have the choice to learn and be better than who we were. Life is a journey, and we just have to learn to respect and honor the process. Nobody said it would be easy. You just have to make the best out of what you got, you know? So when you're in that dark moment and you just feel like no one's listening to you, no one's there for you, be there for yourself. You know, pick a hobby, pick something you love and turn it into something beautiful. Go for that project you always wanted to start. Don't worry about what other people think about it. Don't worry about the feedback you might get from it. It's what you want to do. You have to do for you. You have to do what you love and enjoy. Get back to those moments. And if you do have somebody you can reach out to, please do. Don't be ashamed, because you never know what that person might be going through as well. And of course, if that doesn't work out, reach out to someone in a professional, a therapist or someone of that nature. Now, I know in my states, they have free 1-800 lines you can call for suicidal prevention and things like that. You can actually speak to a live person that will get you to where you need to be and get you some help. Please don't be afraid to reach out to somebody if you're feeling down and out and you just can't get out of this slump, regardless of what I could try to tell you. Because sometimes things takes a lot more work than others. But I'm here for you. And please, if you need some help, find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere you can communicate with me. I will respond and I will give you the resources that you need to get some help. Okay? Because I've done it. I've gone through it. I've been depressed. I'm still depressed here and there. I have my ups and downs, so I can relate to you. But thank you guys for listening to me today. I hope to get some more of these out as I can with my family right about now. I've been on high demand lately, Mama of the Year, but it's part of life. But I appreciate you guys tuning in to me. Please share out this content, get it out to people that need some help. And I love you. All right, people, I'm out. Have a wonderful day.